Hello, welcome back to Hazel Jane Tarot for another pick a card week ahead reading. Now I'm filming this video on the 7th of September 2020, but this is designed to be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this reading, this message that you choose today is for your week ahead, whenever you are. So today we are working with the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterle. And I've also got a bonus oracle card that I'm going to pull for you at the end of each tarot reading. So I'll keep that for a little bit later. So we've got 3 crystals and 3 piles of cards today. So there's 3 cards in each pile. And we have Selenite, Labradorite, and rose quartz. So wherever you are, if you are able to, maybe you could close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out to center yourself. Or you might wish to gaze at the crystals that you can see on the screen and see which one you are feeling most drawn to today, and choose which crystal which pile of cards you would like to work with today for your reading. So I will, in the description below, put in the time for each of the crystals in the reading so that you can jump forward to the one that you've chosen if it's not the one that I talk about first. If you are interested in tarot reading, if you're interested in the Modern Witch Tarot deck, you might want to just watch the video as well and see how the deck reads if you've been thinking of getting this deck. So I'm going to start off with the Selenite. Selenite is a lovely high vibe crystal. It has, for me, actually a very high vibration. The first time I held a piece of selenite, I felt quite lightheaded, but it has a really nice cleansing quality property. So I always keep a piece of selenite on top of my tarot deck that I'm currently using. So it has nice cleansing properties and very high vibrational sense of connecting with higher energies and so on. So that's the crystal you've chosen today. So the spread that I'm using is your energy, the energy around you, and how best to navigate those energies. So for the selenite reading then, your energy this week is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands, as you can see, is quite a defensive card. Perhaps you are feeling quite put upon at the moment. You might be trying to address the needs of lots of different people. It could be that at work, you've got lots of different people asking you to participate in projects or contribute to something or respond to a request, and you feel like you've got a lot coming at you all at once. Or it could be a combination of things to do with your work, your hobbies, your home life, maybe a lot of different things coming at you. There is a combative element of this card of having to go on the defensive. So it could be that you are being challenged about certain passions or ideas that you hold, and you've been having to defend them. In the 7 of Wands, so you can see that the person is on the higher ground, and the other assailants are coming at them from below. So you can maybe have a bit of confidence that you have got that you're in the right, or you've taken a position that you can defend. But you may be finding this week that you're in a position that you have to defend yourself against too many requests being made of you, or of people challenging your values or your priorities. The energy around you, which might be contributing to this feeling that you're having, is the Ace of Cups reversed. So the Ace of Cups is a lovely card where you see the offering of some new love, new connection. The cup is overflowing. It's a really, really nice, positive omen to get in a reading. So here, unfortunately, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, and the sense of the water is all just pouring out of the cup when we reverse it. It looks, a little bit like it's raining there. The cloud is up above, and then the water is maybe appears to be coming down and pouring out of the cup. So some of the people around you are perhaps in a bit of a negative mindset at the moment. There's a sense of lack or scarcity, that there's maybe not enough to go around not in your own mindset, but in the mindset of some of the people that are around you at the moment. And that sense of lack or of negativity in the mindset of others is leading a little bit potentially to this situation where you're feeling maybe under attack or having to defend yourself, or maybe a lot of requests being made of you for help. Like if someone is in an Ace of Cups reversed moment in their life, say a friend or somebody like that in your life, they might be needing a lot of emotional support. Like their cup is totally empty and you're having to support them, which could again lead to this feeling of being a bit put upon and not being able to actively look to your own things that you want to be working on. You're having to deal with other people a lot this week. So that could be somebody who's really struggling. So how to best navigate these energies? The Five of Pentacles is an interesting card to pull as an advice card. So one thing I notice here is in the Five of Pentacles, we have two people. They're in it together. This situation of being out in the cold that they're in here. So if you are in the situation of having a friend or somebody in your life who is going through emotional difficulty, one of the ways that you might be able to help them is by providing empathy. You don't have to get right down there into the cold with them. But if you've had a similar experience in your life, in your past, sharing your experiences with them might help them to get through their difficult time right now. The other thing that's significant in the Five of Pentacles, there's usually a bright light somewhere in the background. And here we have the sort of traditional depiction of the church window that's lit up from the inside. So that means there'll be somebody in there. The lights are on. And so maybe there's somewhere else that could provide help at the moment, if you were able to look around. So if you have this person in your life who is really needy at the moment, who really needs a lot of support, and you are finding it's just too much for you and you have too much other stuff that you're trying to take on right now, have a look around. Who else is there that could be providing support? Is there an institution in that sense? Like, could that person need to see their doctor? Do they need help from that type of professional? Or is there someone else in their life, like another friend or family member, who could provide support just now this week when you're finding you don't necessarily have the resources to give them everything they need? Because this seems like quite a draining situation for you. And maybe you need a bit of help and assistance to be able to help this other person so that you don't end up being drawn fully into it. You can provide empathy, you can provide help and support, you can direct them to services that might help them, but you don't want to be sucked into being in the same place as this person in your life who is struggling at the moment. You want to be able to guide them without having to end up there as well, because it looks like you have a lot of other things on your plate right now. So the challenge for you this week is going to be providing that support without it overwhelming you. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you as well for some additional advice. This is from the Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle by Amy Chase. So the card we've pulled for you is Continue. The person here seems to be maybe in the spotlight a little bit, or maybe this is a microphone that they're having to step up to. So you maybe have a lot on your plate, as we mentioned before, and whatever distractions are happening in your life with somebody needing emotional support, this is a reminder for you that you need to continue with whatever your own personal priorities are, whatever you're working on, be it passion project, a hobby, or your day job, whatever that is that you have been doing. you need to not get just too distracted by this situation and continue to keep making progress in your own key area of interest. So I hope that's been helpful for you, the people who chose selenite, and I would love to hear in the comments below what you did make of your reading, and if it was helpful for you. Now, next up, we're going to have a look at, sorry, I'm dropping oracle cards. Next up, we're going to have a look at the Labradorite reading. So Labradorite is a really nice stone for connecting with your intuition. It's lovely. I love the petrol sheen of Labradorite. So if you've chosen Labradorite today, your energy for the week ahead is the sun reversed. The energy around you is the Lovers. And the advice for how to navigate these energies is the Six of Cups. So what we notice straight away is we've got 2 major arcana cards this week. So this could be quite a significant week for you. Unfortunately, the sun reverse tells me that you're maybe not in the best place at the moment. The sun tends to reflect, a positive mood, feeling optimistic about things, wanting to be out, to be seen, to be visible to others, a sense of celebration and things going really well. So if the sun is reversed for you this week, it might suggest that you're maybe feeling a bit down, a bit less positive, a bit maybe pessimistic about how things are going to turn out, maybe anxious or worried about your situation, and not really wanting to be out and around people a lot or and things like that. So the sun reverse suggests that maybe this week your mindset is in a slightly more negative place than it might usually be. But the situation you're having to deal with this week, the Lovers. So the Lovers presents sort of 2 key ideas. We have this idea in the Lovers of choice of us, and with it being a major arcana card, it's quite a significant choice to be made. And we have with the Lovers as well, this sense of a romantic partnership, a romantic relationship. So it may be that you're receiving, you've come to an important moment in a relationship where you have to make a decision about whether to continue with the relationship or, what next steps to take within the relationship. So this could be whether to continue dating someone, or it could be a much more significant decision like whether to move in together or whether to end a relationship. This could be quite a significant choice around a relationship happening for you this week. And, with you perhaps not being in the greatest place this week yourself, that might be a difficult choice to make. If you're tending towards a negative mindset, this week it might be difficult to make a decision regarding your relationship. Now, of course, there's no need to rush into making decisions. If you're not in the best place, it's maybe not a great time to make decisions. And there's, you're always in charge of your own destiny, of your own fate. So if you don't feel that now is the time to make a decision, then you don't have to do that this week. You can put that off until you feel ready. The advice here in the Six of Cups is an interesting one. The Six of Cups tends to a more sort of a positive mindset. When you look at what's actually happening in the dynamic here in this card, where one person is presenting a gift to the other, and the person presenting the gift looks here to be older, maybe more experienced, more of a sense of that having something to give in terms of wisdom or care to the other person. So that might be suggesting to you to to try to look at whatever is being offered here in terms of the relationship and the choice that you've got to make this week, or the choice that's being offered to you this week rather than something you have to make. The choice that maybe you need to look at that in a more positive light, that maybe the decision that's in front of you, or the offer that's being made to you is being made, maybe it's being made in a good way, with your good intentions at heart. So perhaps your mindset right now is to maybe look at the negatives or to be suspicious of what's being offered, but the Six of Cups might be suggesting that that there's something more positive here. The other thing with the Six of Cups is there is a nostalgia element to it. At looking back at the past, particularly looking back at your childhood. So it may be that there is something that's happened in the past that will help you to understand and to make a choice regarding the current situation. That could be something as small as thinking back over the recent history of this relationship and maybe remembering some of the good times that you might have had and so on in that relationship, that might help you towards a decision regarding this week. Or it could be something more significant, like working with a professional, like working with a therapist, to explore some of the ways that things that happened to you when you were younger, past relationships or within your family, have affected how you behave in relationships, and by helping you understand those past influences would make you feel more able to proceed in this area at the moment. So we'll see. I'm going to pull now a card as well from the Manifesting Your Oracle, or Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle, to see what additional support or advice might be offered. So here we have Take the Time. So that really comes back to this idea of, if you are being made an offer of a relationship, for a relationship to progress, or perhaps you've been considering that it might be time to end a relationship, there is no rush to make that decision. There are things perhaps about the relationship or about yourself that you need to understand properly before you're able to make a decision to move forward. And when you are feeling not maybe at your best, it's hard to be able to put the energy and the time into that. So this card reminds you that there is no rush. You can make this decision in your own time. It doesn't have to be this week. It doesn't have to be when someone else says. You make the decision to move forward or change what's happening in your relationships whenever you're ready. So I hope that reading has been helpful to you, the people who chose Labradorite. And we're going to move on now to the Rose Quartz reading. So for those of you who chose Rose Quartz is a lovely stone that I have a few pieces of always around. I keep a piece of Rose Quartz around when I'm doing tarot readings, because Rose Quartz helps with harmonious communication between people, and helps with empathy, and those sorts of positive feelings of connection with others. So I tend to keep this around when I am reading tarot as well, for that reason, to help me connect with you, the person that I'm reading for. So your energy at the moment is coming up as the Chariot. The energy around you, we've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And the advice for how best to navigate this energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So your energy at the moment is the Chariot. So this seems like this might be quite an exciting time for you. If you have a relationship you've been wanting to pursue, or you have a passion project or a hobby that you've been working on, or you're looking for a new job or a promotion at work or something like that, you've got a real go-getting attitude right now. You want to just go for it. So that could be, you want to quit your day job and really just commit full time to to your own business that you were hoping to start, or you're ready to move in with your partner, or something like that. You are really excited to move forward. You've got a sense that with your will, you are going to be able to make what you desire happen. There's a real sense of force and forward momentum with the Chariot, and a sense of control that you, with your you feel you can bring your will to play in this situation and help your desires to come to fruition. The Chariot's a really active out in the world card. It's about how you are moving in the world, how you interact with other people. So you feel like you're in a really good, strong place at the moment, and you are ready to get moving on whatever it is that you've set your heart on. The energy around you at the moment is kind of raining on your parade a little bit. Like you're ready to get going, you're ready to move forward. And the energy around you is the Nine of Pentacles reversed, is maybe suggesting caution. Like if you even look at the way these cards are interacting, the lady in the Nine of Pentacles is kind of giving you the side eye, looking a little bit suspicious, a little bit wary of what's happening here. So the Nine of Pentacles is usually about a sense of abundance, a sense of having everything that you need, feeling very satisfied and secure and safe within yourself. But with this card being reversed, there's a sense of instability. These things could fall down. The person is, whereas the expression on this lady's face is quite, pleasant and, kind of calmly satisfied with her lot. But somehow when the card's reversed, she looks a little more wary, a little more suspicious. So somebody perhaps in your environment, somebody around you, whether it could be a parent or a partner or a friend, is maybe trying to get you to hold back. They're maybe worried about how the move you want to make could affect your kind of financial and material stability. Like, so if you're thinking of making a move to a new job, there's somebody maybe in your life who's a bit concerned that, you're not going to have as much money in the new role, or that the job's not as secure and permanent as the one that you were in before. Those kinds of material concerns, and a sense of vulnerability maybe, that something in your environment is suggesting, there's a bit of concern around you. So how can you best navigate this energy? Well, the Knight of Pentacles suggests that you do continue to move forward, but you maybe take it slowly. The Chariot wants to roar ahead, and just really get things moving now. And now is perhaps a good time to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles is, taken care of, again, connected to this Nine of Pentacles, this concern around vulnerability, about physical resources and material security. The Knight of Pentacles is a good steward of those things, a good steward of resources, of money, but is moving forward more slowly. The Knight of Pentacles takes a measured approach. So perhaps to assuage the fears of people around you who are suggesting that maybe there is a certain amount of risk, financial risk, even of moving forward in the project that you want to move forward within right now. To assuage those fears, you can move forward, but do so in a considered way. Make sure you've got a plan in place, that you've thought things through, and that rather than just maybe throwing in the day job right now this second and just going full time on your own business, maybe it's something like putting together a business plan in the evenings, going part-time in your day job so that you've got more time available, but still have a bit of steady income while you slowly increase your customer base in your new job, in your new business, that sort of thing. So taking things forward, but maybe doing so in a more measured way than what your instinct right now is to just maybe drive forward and just get things moving. But make sure that you're taking consideration of, the potential risks, and moving things forward more slowly. So I'm going to draw a card for you from the Manifest Your Greatness Oracle deck. And here we've got go out on a limb. So while the Knight of Pentacles is suggesting that you take things slowly, carefully, plan, make sure you know where you're going, and you're being considerate of the potential financial, material vulnerabilities of moving forward. The Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle deck is reminding you that it is important to keep moving forward, though. You know, to go out on a limb is to take a risk, to do something that is potentially a little bit risky, a little bit dangerous. But you've got this energy right now that is driving you forward. And if you are completely held back by this, you know, very risk averse, risk aware attitude that maybe you're seeing in your environment, you might not proceed at all. So while the Knight of Pentacles suggests you should proceed carefully with consideration of risk, the Manifesting Your Greatness Oracle is reminding you that you do still need to move forward and take some risk so that you can harness all this great momentum that you feel right now to start to progress towards your goals. So that is the reading for the Rose Quartz card for this week ahead. So whichever card pile you chose today, I hope you found your reading helpful. Often these readings can go into quite a lot of detail, even, you know, just for these pick a card readings for whoever has found this video on YouTube. But if you would like a really specific and tailored reading just for yourself, you can find my my bookings on hazeljanetarot.bigcartel.com. I'll put the link below this video if you want to go and check out my rates. I would love to give you a personalized reading if you have found this reading helpful. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm planning to post week ahead readings like this on a weekly basis at the moment. So if you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you back here again soon. Thanks for watching.